Obey the Most High rather than men.
We also obey the Greeks.
Obey the Most High other than men.
Go ahead.
The God of our fathers.
No, everybody fathers.
The God of our fathers.
Go ahead.
Raised up Yahawashi, whom ye slowed and hanged on a tree.
Right? Them Romans hung and slung him on a tree, right? Go ahead, King.
Him have God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel.
No, everybody.
To Israel.
To everybody.
To Israel.
Go ahead.
And forgiveness of sins.
See, so Most High only dealing with Israel, man. Throughout the whole Bible, that's all it's going to say is Israel. But yet all these churches keep saying that everybody. Now go ahead, let's see what the heathen are talking about.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 43.
Go ahead.
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols.
Man, go ahead and start that back over. See, once again, look, a religion. Right? Go ahead, King.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
To his religion? Right, we go ahead and finish it off.
And sacrificed unto idols.
Man, we're going to go ahead and stop right there. Let's see what the Most High gave Israel, man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Behold, I have taught you your statutes and judgments.
No, he gave us religion.
Statutes and judgments.
Go ahead.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Go ahead.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them.
No, we ain't got to do the law, statutes, and commandments.
And do them.
No, we only got down to the 2.
And do them.
It's the law of love.
And do them.
Go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
And you can stop right there. Hey, look, because what he's telling you though is this your wisdom in the sight of nations, right? So if you're not doing them, then you don't have any wisdom. That's right. The reason why all other nations look at us like you dumb ends. Right? Because we ain't using our wisdom. Go ahead, pick that back up, King.
And profane the Sabbath.
And profane what?
The Sabbath.
See, so this is the Sabbath, right? This is the Sabbath. Sundown Friday to sundown Saturday is the Sabbath.
That's right.
So if we ain't keeping the Sabbath day, right, and keeping it holy, then we breaking the law, statutes, commandments. Go ahead, King.
Verse 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
They should do what?
Follow the strange laws of the land.
And see, that's what we do over and over again, right? No matter where the Most High take us, we continue to follow the strange laws of the land.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Juneteenth, do y'all really know what Juneteenth is? It was supposedly the day that the last state, Texas, have freed the slaves, right?
That's right.
But yet, me and my rib, last year we went to Mississippi, right? And it was crazy because Mississippi literally just got done allowing that Emancipation Proclamation, which is no more slavery. It just actually happened in 2020. But yet, Juneteenth said back whenever it happened in Texas was the last day. But yet, last year it just happened. Mm-hmm. See, they lied, man. If you don't know your enemy, man, John 8:44, right? Give me John 8:44.
Bring it out.
They don't even know who their enemy is, man.
That's right.
Right? King just is letting y'all know who your enemy is based on the curses, right? But this is what your enemy do. Hold that still, though, King. Bring this up.
John chapter 8, verse 44.
Bring it out.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
Ye are who?
The devil.
See, so the Most High made us, right? The so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans. We are the son of God, right?
That's right. That's right.
So if we are the son of God, then don't you think the Satan got kids? Don't you think the Satan got children?
That's right.
But don't get it twisted, though, because all those of Israel is not of Israel, right?
That's right.
That's in the book of Romans chapter 9. You go down a little bit further, I think it's 6 or 7, and it tell you all those of Israel is not of Israel. Go ahead, King.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
And you'll do what?
The lust of your father ye will do.
What kind of lust he got?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
No, he ain't the so-called white man ain't come over here and kill the Native Americans.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
No, he didn't get the so-called blacks from over there in Africa area, right, and bring them over in slavery and kill them.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
See, he was a murderer from the beginning. Go ahead, King.
And abode not in the truth.
No, because the politicians always tell us the truth.
And abode not in the truth.
Go ahead.
Because there is no truth in him.
Because there ain't no truth in that devil, man. Go ahead, King.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it.
Right? And we listen to him, though, and we always want to offend. We always want to defend that devil, right?
Right.
And then that's when we got to come out and let our people know this. Go ahead and bring that out, King.
That's it.
Yeah, 1 and 2. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Hear, O heathens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
See, because we always rebelling against the Most High, right? The prophets come out and let y'all know today is the Sabbath, no buying, no selling.
That's right.
But yeah, we look over here in Food Line, Roses, Pro Nails, Little Caesars, Metro, T-Mobile, right? City Trends, Shoe Show, right? American Deli, everybody shop.
That's
They don't
right.
even care about their heritage, man. Right? They're destroyed. Go ahead, King.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Right? The ox is a very dumb animal. Go ahead, King.
and the ass his master's crib.
Right? Even the ass know where his master's crib is. Go ahead, King.
But Israel,
But who?
but Israel,
So-called Black, Latino, and Native American.
but
Go
Israel
ahead.
do not know my people,
See, our people don't even know. Go ahead, King.
does not consider.
You don't even consider, man, that you're the greatest people upon the earth, right?
That's right.
Go ahead, King.
A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquities, a seed of evildoers,
See the what?
of evildoers,
Right, go ahead.
children that are corrupters,
They're what?
that are corrupters,
Go ahead.
that have forsaken the Most High,
No, they love the Most High.
that have
They say.
forsaken the Most High,
Bro, they blessed and highly favored.
They have
forsaken the Most High.
Go ahead.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel,
No, not our sweet Jesus.
the Holy One of
Go
Israel,
ahead.
unto anger. They are gone away backward.
No, they walking forward because they walking all the law, statutes, and commandments.
They are gone away backwards.
I just want to sit and resonate in that thing right there.
Let me read it again. They have gone away backward.
That's right. That's right.
But yet y'all say though, y'all know the Most High, right? I don't think y'all know the Jesus that we know, right? The Jesus that's ready to lay you down in your iniquity, right?
That's
Your sin,
right.
Right? So that's why we out here. We come out here to let our people know what thus saith the Bible.
That's right.
Right? Because I know a lot of people ask us, why is y'all yelling so loud, right? Because our people hard-headed, man.
That's right.
Right? Give me the book. Wait, but hold that. No, go ahead and bring that out. Go ahead, bring that out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud.
No, talk softly to our people.
Cry aloud.
No, you can talk softly to the brothers.
Cry aloud.
Go ahead.
Spare not.
Go ahead.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Go ahead.
And shew my people their transgression.
Right?
And the house of Jacob their sins.
How you doing now, brother? So we out here, we waking our people up, thus saith the Bible, right, King? Come on, King. Come. Hey, come over real quick, King. I want to show you who you are based on the Bible, right? Right? So, if you see this sign right here, based on this sign, I want to say on your left-hand side is what the Bible calls you, and on your right-hand side is what God calls you. So based on who the world tells you are, who would you be on that sign?
The American black.
Right? So who would that tribe be on your left-hand side?
I don't even know how to say that.
Judah. It'd be the tribe of Judah, right?
Okay.
So we out here to wake our people up and let them know what thus saith the Most High.
That's right.
Who you are according to the Bible, right? Because when the Most High come and crack that sky, right? See, everybody thinks that the Most High is sending the Son back to save everybody, but the Bible didn't say that.
That's right.
He's only coming for a select few people, right? Right? Thus saith the Most High. So can you give me the book of Psalms chapter 147, 19 and 20, right? Because see, we're going to let you know based on the Bible who knows the Most High and who he said. And then give me the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Right? Because everybody keeps saying that the Most High sent his son for everybody. But yet every time we read in the Bible, all the prophets, you know what I'm saying? The Bible speaks something else. So tell me based on what you hear, what you think of these scriptures. Go ahead, King.
47 verse what?
Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 147, start 19 and 20.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Bring it out.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
To who?
Unto Israel.
Everybody.
Unto
Go
Israel.
ahead.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Right.
And as for his judgments,
For his who?
for his judgments,
Go ahead.
they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High.
So when you hear that, who does it seem like knows his judgments? Go ahead and read verse 20 again.
He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Now go to 19.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Who do he show his word to?
Jacob,
So brother, who he show his word to? Okay, go ahead.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
So who did he show his statutes and his judgment to?
Israel.
Go ahead.
Con.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
So has he dealt so with any other nations? No. Go ahead.
All praise.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High.
Right? So praise the Most High. And the reason why he praising the Most High is because he's thankful that only the nation of Israel has that right to say we the only ones that know.
That's right.
Now go ahead and read Amos chapter 3 verse 1 and 2. Watch this.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt,
Go ahead.
saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
No, he knowing all the families of the earth.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So what family did he say he knew of all the families of the earth? Yeah, what family did he say?
Oh, Israel.
That's right. Con.
That's
Right?
right.
Watch this. Go ahead.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right? So iniquity is only sin, right? So he's going to punish Israel for all their sin. It's just like, do you have any children, King?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if your kids is hanging out with the neighborhood kids, right? And they all got in trouble, right? Are you going to punish all the kids or are you going to punish your kids?
All the kids.
You're going to punish all of them?
Yeah.
Right? But would you go to jail for punishing whooping up somebody else's kids? You see what I'm saying? So you're going to whoop your kids though, right? God, right?
God.
And that's what the Most High said. Out of all the families of the earth, he's only going to punish Israel.
That's
for their
right.
sins, right? For doing wrong towards them. Right? So go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
This
Go to
is the-
Deuteronomy 28:15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord of thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
No, he's going to be equal, just like Martin Luther King said.
High above all nations of the earth.
Right? So what do it sound like? Do it sound like that God wanted to make everybody the same? Or did he say, if you observe to do all his statutes, commandments, that he'll set you above everybody that's on the nation? Above, right? Right?
That's right.
So remember, Martin Luther King used to always say he wanted everybody to be equal. He had a dream, right?
That's right.
But in order to dream, what do you have to be? Can you be awake and have a dream? You got to be asleep, right? So if you sleep having a dream, what is you getting accomplished if you sleep? Come, right? You got to look at what's going on, brother. Right? You see what I'm saying? Now go ahead and bring Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right? So holy means separate in this account. In the Hebrew tongue, holy just means separate. So you are separate to the Lord thy God, right? Go ahead.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people
Yeah.
unto himself.
So he has chosen you, brother, the Israelites, to be a special people, right, unto himself, right? Go ahead, King.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people,
No, equal to everybody.
above all people,
No, the same as everybody.
above all people
Go ahead.
that are upon the face of the earth.
Go ahead. So look, so do it sound like to me that the Most High, do he want everybody to be equal? Right?
Yeah.
But yet this world tells you what?
They were all equal.
That we're all equal, right? That he want everybody to be the same, right? Right? But yet when you look around though, is everybody equal though? So how can you sit there and say that the world says they want everybody to be equal, but yet there's nobody equal,
Precept, King.
right? Go ahead and bring that precept out, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High, thy God.
Go ahead.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth.
See, and that's just another precept, right? Because in Isaiah 28, 9 and 10, see, everybody think the Bible reads just like a novel.
Yeah.
But the Bible doesn't. And it's Isaiah 28, 9 and 10, it says, precept must be upon precept.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line.
Here a little and there a little, right? So you got to go, in order to understand the Bible, it might be something in Genesis, and then you got to go to Revelations to understand what he was saying in Genesis. Then you got to go back to the Old Testament, maybe in Exodus, and then go back over in Numbers, and you just do that in order to get an understanding of
That's
the Bible,
right.
So peculiar means special. It's just another word for special, right?
Okay.
Right, so he said that he was going to put you above everybody. Then he said you're better than everybody, right? But that was if we would have hearkened to the Most High and do all the law, statutes, commandments, right? So go ahead and bring that out, verse 20 and 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these good things.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is curse a good thing or bad thing? Right?
Come
So
on.
go ahead and give him that first curse in 16. Watch this, King.
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right? So when we take a look in the city, right?
New York City.
What? Yeah, in all the cities, right? So who has the worst living conditions in the city, right? Who's the first fire, last hire, man? Right?
The big cities. Like
No, I'm talking about all the cities.
Any
brother.
city.
Burlington, North Carolina.
There
Burlington,
you
North
go.
Carolina, King.
Last.
Who do you see doing well in the city? Right?
Not a lot.
Is our people, man?
Not really.
Look at this sign, brother. Look at this sign right here. Look on the red. Look at those people on that sign, King. The people in the red, man. You think they doing well in their respected nations and cities that they live in?
No, not really.
Right?
Yeah.
So do you see a correlation with that curse, brother? But yet Deuteronomy 28 is only dealing with those people on that sign. The
That's right.
Israelites, right? The so-called Black, Latino, and Native American.
Bring
man.
it out.
Right? So, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Go ahead and start that from the top on 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16.
Get up.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right? Who's
Ver-
going through that, King? Who's going through them curses, man?
We are.
Right?
That's right.
Them people on that sign, man. If you go and look up online, man, and you see how them people living in the city, brother,
No, man.
you know what I'm saying? You go over there to the city, go over Barbados. You go over there in Brazil, brother. Go to the Dominicans. Go to the islands, King. Go over here to Mexico. My wife from Mexico, man. She go down with her family down to Mexico all the time, brother. Right? Ask her how they doing down there, brother. They selling fruit on the street corner, man, to feed their family, King. Now, why would you sell fruit to feed and you got to feed your family, but you selling fruit? It makes no sense, man. But yet, you got to make a decision. Do you want to eat or do you want a roof over your head? See, now you got to come into them types of situations, right? Right? So go ahead, hey, bring out the other curse in Deuteronomy 30, verse 37. Watch this. This who fits this one.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
No, the white man came and took us in slavery himself and took us.
Whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Right? So astonishment, a proverb, right? You know what a proverb is, right? You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. That's a proverb. It's a wise saying, right? A byword, right? Calling you a nigga, right?
Coon.
Calling you African American, coon, right? Anything but your God-given nationality, brother.
That's right.
Right? See, because the so-called school systems, where do they start our heritage from? Right? From the slave ships, right? They always start us, they say, we from Africa, right? And then they say, we were brought from Africa, right? Put on slave ships and brought over here, right?
Right.
But then other than that, though, you don't even know anything about your heritage, do you? Right? Go ahead, King.
Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed unto the field,
Right?
and shall gather but little in, for
Right.
the locust shall consume it.
Right? And you can sit on that, right? Because we went and took seed out and we planted all the crops. Go ahead, bring out 20 and 54, King. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
No, he loves his brother.
Evil toward his brother.
Go ahead.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
That's right.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
No, he'll stay.
He'll leave.
He'll stay.
He leaves.
Right? So he said, first your eye shall be evil towards your brother, right? So who kills who in the inner city? Because we're already talking about the curses, right? So we know we dwell in the inner city. So who has a problem with their brother in the inner city? Right? Who kills their brother for no reason, right? Have you ever heard Have you ever heard of any other crime other than black,
Mexican
Latino,
on
and
Mexican
Native American,
crime?
right? How about that? We'll go that route.
Asian on
You see
Asian
what I'm saying?
crime.
We don't hear that, brother. You know what I'm saying? But yet we hear that all the time, right? Why do you think that is, man? It's a curse on the Israelites, though. Wasn't on blacks, wasn't on Latinos, wasn't on Native Americans, right? Because these curses only happen in Israel, right?
That's right.
Right? Then he said, until your children, you will leave your children, right? And your wife. Who has the highest single parent family rate in anywhere in the world? Khan, right?
Khan,
And also
Khan.
the Latino and Native American community, right? Then you also say, which they shall leave. You know what I'm saying? You beat your spouse. Who has the highest spousal abuse, right? Domestic violence, right?
Go to that child support court.
Child support court, King, right? Go ahead, bring this one out, King.
This
Watch
is the
one.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45.
Bring it out.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be what?
Destroyed.
Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
No, the law, statutes, and commandments were done away with.
To not hearken to the voice of the Lord of thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
No, we got a choice to do it.
Which he commanded thee.
No, I thought the Christian church said we got free will.
Which he commanded thee.
Go ahead.
And they shall be upon thee.
So he's talking about these curses, which is those curses he just read in verse 48, 45. Go ahead again.
For a sign, for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Right, so if you turn around, King, right? So you work at Little Caesars, right? So that sign up there, what does that indicate? That sign over Little Caesars, what does that indicate?
The name of the company?
Khan, right? So you know when I see Little Caesars, that Little Caesar pizza is in that building, right? So he's saying that all these curses shall be for a sign and for a curse to identify who the Israelites are in the Bible, right?
Okay.
Because see, people don't know that they're Israel, right?
That's right.
So that's how we found out who we are Israel due to Deuteronomy chapter 28, right?
That's
Go
right.
ahead and bring that out, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? So if you know the Bible, do you know anything about the Bible? All right, so in the book of in the Bible, he talks in Exodus, he talks about how he was going to deliver them from Egypt, right? But yet there was never any type of account when they went back into the land of Egypt, right? So the Most High, he always uses code on certain parts of the Bible. So we're going to show you what Egypt means by the Bible. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Most High, thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt and out of the house of bondage.
So bondage is another word for Egypt, right? But do you know what bondage means?
Shackles.
That
Right.
There you go.
That would be another word for
Come, Yasharah. Come, Yasharah.
So that's just another word for slavery, right? So now I'm going to have brother to put slavery in for Egypt and see how it reads. Go ahead, King, start it from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
All right, so what nation of people came over in slavery on ships, brother?
Americans.
Right? American what?
Con.
Blacks.
Okay. Oh,
Blacks,
okay.
right?
Okay.
But if you do your history, though, actually, the so-called Mexican and the so-called Native Americans went into slavery 150 years before the blacks, right? See, a lot of people don't know that, but if you put it right in your Google bar and put, did the Mexicans or did the Native Americans go into slavery Have they ever been enslaved? You can even put that in, and it'll tell you yes. And like I think it's like 1850, they went into slavery. They went away from the Americans.
That's right.
See, so but a lot of people don't know that. So they only think that so-called black people went into slavery. But that's why our sign, that's why whenever we break it down, we always say the so-called black, Latino, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And we say so-called because you are the Israelites that the Bible is.
That's right.
That's right.
But
That's
because
right,
you
brother.
don't know that, we always say so-called black, Latino, and Americans because you can understand that, right? So go ahead and finish that verse, King. Watch this.
By the way whereof I spake unto
See,
thee.
because God prophesied this in the Bible that it was going to happen, right? Because we left the law, statutes, commandments. Go ahead, King.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Now, he's talking about our homeland of Jerusalem as well as the physical Egypt.
That's right.
Because have you ever thought to yourself, why is it that they got a pyramid on the back of a dollar bill?
That's right.
See what I'm saying? It's synonymous for Egypt, brother. Yeah, what is that? What's that verse? The physical sodomy.
Spiritually.
Sodomy.
11 and 9.
Go ahead, bring that up, King. Revelations 11:9. Con. Watch this, King. This is what America is. It's Babylon, King. See, man, the Bible tells us everything, man. It's our biblical intervention before losing everything.
That's
what
right.
the Bible means, man. Right? Go ahead, King. Bring it up.
And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 9.
Bring it out.
And they out of the people and the kindred.
Go to verse 8.
So,
Go to verse 8.
Yep.
verse 8. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Bring it out.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right? Is what?
Sodom and Egypt.
Right? And you know why they call it Sodom? Okay, so sodomy. If you look up the word sodomy is just homosexual activity. Right?
Con.
So sodomy is nothing but homosexual. So America promotes what? What did your president, the so-called president of the United States, legalize, King?
Gay marriage.
Gay marriage, right? Hey, give me the book of Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. Show you what the Most High feels about that, because that's why he said it's going to be known as spiritual sodomy in Egypt, right? Because the Most High hates homosexual activity. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13.
Bring it up.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Is a what?
Abomination.
Right, the Most High hates it, right? Go ahead.
They shall surely be put to death.
No, they'll be in life.
Be put to death.
No, but I found love.
Put to death.
Right? What did he say, King? What did he say?
Be put to death.
Con.
Con.
So that's why he said the spiritual Sodom in Egypt, right? Because Edom is just another word for bondage, right? And then Sodom is gay. And no other place promotes being gay other than America, like America. So go ahead, finish us all, King.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Con. So go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. So I don't want to get too far off the subject because, we letting you know who you are. These curses only fit Israel. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Your enemies.
Unto who?
Your enemies.
So when we got off them boats, King, who was we sold to? Right? Con, right? But who did the Most High say it was?
Our enemies.
Con, right? So now
Con.
you see the reason why you get the knee to the throat, right? We're going to legalize weed. We're going to legalize homosexuality, right? Because the Most High hates it. And if we're the Israelites, and he say, only you have I known, right? So that means God only knows us. He only loves us, right?
That's right.
So that's why they keep us far away from our God, man. Because when we doing abominations, man, the Most High is not with us, King.
That's right.
Right? But when we close to him, he loves us, right? So go ahead and finish us off, King.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
Slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
So and in the Hebrew tongue, buy is redeem, right? Because the Bible tells you only Yahawashi, with the word we know as Jesus, is going to be able to redeem us, right?
That's right.
Because he
That's
redeemed
right.
us with his blood, right? So we want to let our people know, man, that they are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, right?
That's right.
So if I ask you now, what's your nationality according to the Bible? You would be what tribe? What tribe would you be? Judah.
Judah.
So you'll be from the nation of Israel, from the tribe
All
of Judah,
praises.
right?
That's right.
All praises.
Right? All praises, King. So go ahead and say it one more time. You'll be from the nation of Israel, and from the tribe of
Judah.
All praises, King.
All praises, King.
Right? So now you know that, King. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and 12. The Most High requires us to do something, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now Israel, what do the Most High, thy God, require of thee?
See, so what do the Most High God require of you, right?
But to fear the Most High, thy God,
So you got to fear him, right? Go ahead, King.
to walk in all his ways,
Right, to walk in all his ways, right? Go ahead, King.
and to love him,
To love him, right?
and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of
Go ahead.
the Most High.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Most High,
Go ahead.
and his statutes which I commanded thee this day for thy good.
For who good?
For thy good.
No, for God's good.
For thy good.
See, he told you to do the commandments for your good, brother.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because he's going to destroy you if you don't. So who good? Who needs the good? Right? So we also want to show you what love is based on the Bible, right? Because so you know the world tells us love is, oh, I want to hug you and give you a kiss, right? Give you teddy bears and do all these things, right? Well, let's see what the love is based on the Bible. Go to 2 and 6, and then also go 1 John 5 and 3 after that. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 5, verse 2.
Bring it out.
Oh, yeah.
By this we know that we love the children of God,
Right, so you got to love the children of God first. Go ahead, King.
when we love God and keep his commandments.
Right? What did you just heard that, right? Go ahead, King.
Verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his
No,
commandments.
we ain't got to keep the commandments. They've been done away with.
Keep his commandments.
Hey, they keep saying commandments all in the Bible. We're in the New Testament now. Go ahead, King.
And his commandments are not grievous.
Which is hard, brother. They ain't hard. Even though it's 613 of them, right? You think, oh, that's hard, right? Well, there's thousands and thousands of worldly laws.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? But we keep those, right?
I feel it.
Right? So now bring me out the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, right?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right? Go ahead.
Fear God,
Do what?
fear God,
Go ahead.
and keep his commandments.
Right.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Right? So that's your whole duty, brother. It ain't for you to, get a sweet car, get a tight whip, right? Get the sweetest crib, so you have the best parties, right? I want the sweetest trucks, right? I want the baddest watch, right? And that's vain, man.
Right,
You only got one duty, brother, to keep the commandments.
That's right.
Most High, that's all he intended for us to do when we came
That's
on this
right.
earth, brother, when he made us. That's all we got, brother. Not to get a bad wife, right? Not to have the most kids, the best kids. And that's all vain to the Most High King.
That's right.
Right? So you got to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, King. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Most High commands us, man. So you got a flyer, right? You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of websites on there, right? Go on YouTube, right? You know what I'm saying? And check it out.
Okay.
I got one more thing for you, King. And give me the book of 1 Corinthians, right? Chapter 3, verse 16. Because I saw a pack of cigarettes in your head, King. I know, King, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's all right, though, King. It's all right, though, King. Because you know what? We was once there, too, man. I used to smoke Black and Milds, weed, right? Used to hang out, have mad chicks, right? Do the same thing, man. Right? But the Most High commands us to be better than that. And that's why we out here rebuking our brothers, right? We turn our brothers with us as the Most High, right? Bring that thing out, King.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
No, he ain't.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of the God?
Right? Now hold that, right? Give me the book of Acts chapter 17, verse 24, right? Because see, people get it twisted up, right? They be thinking, oh, the temple is the church, right? Right? But yet, the temple ain't the church. And the Bible finna prove this right now. Right? Go ahead, bring that out, King.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
God that made the world and all things therein,
Right? So would you agree that God made the world and all the things therein? Yeah. All right, go ahead, King.
seeth that he is the Lord of heaven and earth,
Would you say that he's the Lord over heaven and earth? All right, go ahead, King.
dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
No, then he dwell in all those church houses.
Dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Right? See, so he just told you right there, he don't dwell in them temples, right? So you know what I'm saying? So I let you know that the synagogue of Satan. Go
That's
ahead,
right.
bring that back out, King.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
What is this, brother?
the temple of God,
Go ahead.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So the Spirit of God dwelleth in you, right? Go ahead, King.
Verse 17, if any man defile the temple of God.
No, he like to smoke cigarettes.
If any man defile the temple of
No,
God.
he like to eat pork.
If any man defile the temple of God.
Go ahead.
Him shall God destroy.
No, he gonna love him.
Him shall God destroy.
No, God ain't gonna destroy nobody.
Him shall God destroy.
See what I'm saying, brother?
Go to Wisdom
Right.
Solomon 14 and 12.
See why? See, in the spirit, right? You see how the brothers just be hitting it out. Come on.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. Bring it out. For the devising of idols. Salaki.
Come on. So see, so you are the temple of the Most High, right? So you think the Most High dwell in you if you got smoke in you? You think He dwelling in you if you worshiping the wrong God? Right? Because that's all defiling the temple, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's why we out here. We're out here let our people know what thus saith the Bible, right? Because if you love God, what did He say?
God dwells in.
No, I'm talking about if you love God. What did He say? If you love me, give me out the first book of John, chapter 5, verse 3. No,
Almost, brother.
almost keep one. No, that's all right, brother. That's all right. We ain't know it either from the beginning.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God,
For this is the love of God, right?
that we keep His commandments.
So what did He say the love is?
To keep His commandments.
Right? Go ahead.
And His commandments are not
His
grievous.
commandments ain't hard, brother.
Okay.
Right?
Mostly
So that's the
common
love,
sense.
right? So if you love Him, you're going to keep His commandments, right? So then He said, don't defile your temple, right? So if you love Him, you ain't going to defile your temple because God wanted to dwell within you. He dwells in the temple, right? Temple ain't the building, the temple is you.
That's
So
right.
if you got it all formed up, right? You eating the wrong foods, right? He can't dwell in that. The Lord is not going to dwell in an unclean vessel.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, my God.
So in order for you to be clean, you got to do what thus saith the Most High, right? You got to keep your temple clean, right? You got to do the commandments, right? And I'm going to give you a couple commandments for you to leave with, you know, because I already showed you one. The Most High don't like homosexuality, right? Right? Give me the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37. Right? You give me numbers, right?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37.
Bring it out.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
See, now, if you look around, brother, if you take a look, right? If you see what brother over there got, the women got, right? You see the brother over here got, right? What do you see that we all have that you don't have?
The garb, the type of stuff that y'all are wearing.
Right, but what is it on the thing? Because, you know, we can wear regular clothes and not be in cahoots with this. But let's go ahead and say that again. Watch this.
Verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Everybody got fringes, right? Go ahead. And how long do throughout their generations? How long does that last?
Simpson, man. All praises, man.
Ever, forever, right? If I say throughout your generations, then it never ends, right? Go ahead, King.
And that they put on the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Look at everybody's garments, right?
Okay.
Everybody, right? Go ahead, King.
Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
No, only some of the commandments.
All the commandments of the Lord.
Only the 10 commandments.
All the commandments of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And do them.
No, you ain't got to do them, just remember them.
Do them.
No, I just said know the day in the Bible.
Do them.
Do them, brother. Go ahead.
And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes.
See, your heart is just your mind, because your heart, the physical heart only pumps blood, right? So it means nothing, right? So when he says heart, it means your mind. Not go after your own mind. Right? Go ahead, King.
After which ye used to go a-whoring.
Right? Because Israel used to always find other guys. Go ahead, bring that out, King.
This is the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy words, O Lord, which healeth all things.
See, so it heals all things, right? So I'm gonna give you another commandment, man, that a lot of our people, you know, mess up on. See if you pick up on this. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
And the what?
And
The swine.
Okay, you know what the swine is, brother?
Con.
Right? Now, I used to work at Domino's, right? So this, you have to think about this too as well. Go ahead, King.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Cheweth not the cud. Go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
No, we can't eat any food.
He is unclean to you.
He is unclean to the Israelites. Go ahead, King.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
But watch this one.
and their carcass shall ye not touch.
So when you come from work every night, you got to take a shower when you come from work.
Con,
I used
con.
to work at Domino's. You know what I'm saying? You touch all kind of pork. You know that. You got to make sure you wash off, and that way you'll be clean to the Most High.
Con.
Go ahead, King. Because you defileth your temple. Goes back into 1 Corinthians 3:16. Go ahead.
They are unclean to you.
Right, go ahead. Keep going.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all it that are all in the waters.
See, so now he's going to go into all the things that you are permitted to eat out of the waters. Go ahead, King.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters.
Right, catfish,
Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters.
shrimp,
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the
but
water.
I love crab.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the water.
Whatsoever have fins and scales of the water. Go ahead.
In the seas and in the rivers,
So in the seas and in the rivers, go ahead.
them shall ye eat.
Those are you should eat, man.
Okay.
Right? So you can't eat anything else. See what I'm saying? I know we love our little shrimp, lobster, crab. You know what I'm saying? You love all them things, right?
Shrimp bone.
Okay. No
Go
more.
ahead.
No
King,
more.
bring it out.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
Go ahead.
Neither shall thy merle the corners of thy
Oh,
beard.
I like that little thinny joint.
Neither shall thy merle the corn of thy beard.
My girl said she liked when I got that thin.
Neither shall not thou merle the
Teach 'em
corn
out.
of thy beard.
Teach him out.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
What? I like my tatties though.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
What about rest in peace, Granny though?
Ye shall not make any flesh, no cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
What about the 23rd Psalm on my back?
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead,
Con,
nor
con.
print any marks upon you. I am the Most High.
That's right.
That's right.
To follow your temple. You see all them things, the Most High. But see, that's the thing why he says it's not grievous, right? It's not hard enough to put a tat on your back, right? Little tramp stamp on your girl back, right? So you can smack it when you getting it in, right?
Con.
It's not hard, right?
Let me get verse
See what I'm
29.
saying, brother? Go ahead, King.
All right, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
No, but I love when my girl make that dollar.
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Go ahead.
To cause her to be a whore.
What?
To cause her to be a whore.
We like that train thing.
To cause her not to be a whore.
See, you can't do that, brother. Right? Now just imagine if we followed the commandments, brother. How great our kingdom would be, man.
Con.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna kill your brother. Deuteronomy 28:54, right? You ain't gonna leave your child,
Con.
right? You ain't gonna beat your wife,
Con.
right? You ain't gonna mar your body up. You ain't gonna smoke, right? Just imagine how much money you'll save, brother. Trust me, I know, brother. I know. I used to smoke, but I used to smoke the best. I used to blow good, brother. You see what I'm saying? I ain't like no garbage. I go get a bag, right? That bag wasn't right. Oh, I'm going to get another bag immediately.
That's right.
That bag ain't what I want. I'm going to get another bag.
Con.
At the end of the night, I end up with 3 bags, brother. You see what I'm saying? But nah, I got all that bread, though. See, the Most High telling you, man. You know, you follow him, man. You got to worry about that, all that other stuff. Because, you know, Jesus wasn't praying for money, man.
That's right.
That's worldly, brother. You see what I'm saying? So we got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, King. You know what I'm saying? Come back to your heritage, man. Right? With that being said, man, I'm going to pass it on to the next mighty teacher, man. So he can go ahead and teach us. So if you want to stay and be edified some more, man, go ahead. If not, though, King, you got all the information on that. Look up the videos. There's phone numbers on there, brother. You know what I'm saying? Get a hold of the brothers, learn some more. With that being said, Kwam Yasharala!
Kwam Yasharala!
Kwam Yasharala!
Kwam Yasharala!
Kwam Yasharala!
Kwam Yasharala!
Yep to America.
Yes.